Hello, family. There are gifts in your weaknesses. Through my weakness of addiction, I found God. I have a relationship with God. Through depression, my therapist told me to run and get my second wind instead of taking antidepressants. So, I've been running, and so I found health, through depression. So, God will hide, strength in our weaknesses if we humble ourselves and go into it, and be honest and accept, the weaknesses that we have, because God gave us all strength and weaknesses. And man will, put you down for your weaknesses. But, you have to remember, if you're weak in some area and that someone's putting you down, you may be strong in some area that they're weak. But, we should take, responsibility for all of our lives, our strength and our weaknesses, but especially, our weaknesses, because there are treasures in that if we choose to go into it and accept it, because God gave it to us for a reason. So, get those gifts out of your weaknesses. And, like I say, the gift that I got, in my weakness of addiction, I got a relationship with God. And I got King Jesus and Holy Spirit and everlasting life. So don't ignore your weaknesses, go into them. And I have a passage that goes with that. This is 2 Corinthians 12, starting here at 8. 3 different times I begged the Lord to take it away. Each time he said, "My grace is all you need. My power works best in weakness." Boy, and I found God's power in my weakness. Woo, boy, you talking about some power and some love and some peace and some joy. And all that came from going into my weakness. So go into your weaknesses, y'all. So now I am glad to boast about my weakness, so that the power of Christ can work through me. And he's working through me, y'all. So he'll work through you too. Go into your weakness. God gave it to you for a reason. That's why I take pleasure in my weakness and in the results, hardship, That's why I take pleasure in my weakness and in insults, hardship, persecution, and troubles that I suffer for Christ. For when I am weak, then I am strong. So get that strength, y'all. Go into those weaknesses and see what God has for you. But anyway, that's all I have. I love you. God bless you, and have a very blessed day. Bye.